Deep in the heart of the mountains, nestled under a blanket of perpetual snow, lay the enchanting village of Glacierbrook. For as long as anyone could remember, the highlight of the year was the winter festival of lights. It was a time when every home, every street, and every corner of the village would come alive with the warm glow of lanterns, the twinkle of fairy lights, and the soft flicker of countless candles. This festival wasn't just a tradition. It was a beacon of hope, a celebration of joy, and a promise of togetherness that helped the villagers through the long, cold winter months. It was a spectacle of light and warmth against the stark, white canvas of winter. This year, however, something was different. A palpable excitement had been building for weeks. Villagers had crafted more intricate lanterns than ever before, and children had practiced their carols with extra gusto. But just days before the festival was set to begin, the sky turned a menacing shade of gray. A heavy, relentless snowstorm swept through the valley, burying Glacierbrook under an impossibly thick layer of snow. The storm raged 4 days, and when it finally subsided, a somber silence fell over the village. The roads were completely blocked, impassable mountains of white. The beautiful decorations, so carefully prepared, were lost beneath the deep drifts. A sense of discouragement crept into the hearts of the villagers. The long-awaited festival, their beacon of hope, now seemed like an impossible dream. The lights had gone out before they were even lit. Among the villagers was a young girl named Nina. Nina was known for her bright eyes and an even brighter spirit. Her laughter was as infectious as her courage was unwavering. While others saw only towering snowbanks and shattered plans, Nina saw a challenge. She refused to let the storm extinguish the spirit of the festival. Bundled in her warmest coat and scarf, she stepped out into the quiet, snow-covered world with a determined look on her face. She knew what she had to do. Her first stop was the home of Old Man Hemlock, the village's eldest resident, whose windows looked out onto the bleak, white square. He sighed, looking at the buried lanterns. "It's no use, little one," he said, his voice heavy with disappointment. "The winter has won this year." But Nina just smiled, her breath forming a small cloud in the frosty air. "Not yet. It hasn't," she replied cheerfully. "We just need a little teamwork." With that, Nina began her mission, going from house to house, her boots crunching in the deep snow. At each door, she was met with similar sighs of resignation. But her message was simple and powerful. "The snow is deep, but our spirit is deeper," she'd exclaim. "If we all work together, we can make this the brightest festival ever." Her words were like a tiny spark in the cold, and slowly, that spark began to catch. A few of the children, inspired by Nina's energy, grabbed their shovels and started digging out the pathways. Their parents, seeing their children's determination, so on followed. A ripple of hope began to spread through Glacierbrook. House by house, heart by heart, the quiet village began to hum with a new kind of energy, the energy of a community refusing to give up. What happened next was pure magic, born not of spells or enchantments, but of unity. The children, with their boundless energy, became the festival's official lantern rescue team. They tunneled through snowdrifts, their laughter echoing through the streets, unearthing the buried lanterns one by one. They then formed chains, passing the delicate fairy lights to one another, stringing them from lampposts and across rooftops, turning the snow-laden streets into a web of potential light. Meanwhile, the parents gathered in the village hall. They set up makeshift repair stations, mending broken lanterns and carefully replacing burned-out wicks in the candles. Their skilled hands worked with a quiet focus, each repaired light a small victory against the gloom. The village craftsmen, known for their woodworking skills, got to work as well. They built sturdy wooden stands to elevate the lanterns above the snow and engineered clever ways to secure the decorations against the wind, ensuring the lights would shine brightly and safely. And then there were the elders. They couldn't shovel snow or climb ladders, but their contribution was perhaps the most important of all. They gathered the tired workers in their warm homes, sharing mugs of hot cocoa and freshly baked bread. They told stories of past festivals, of storms even greater than this one, and of the unyielding spirit of Glacierbrook's ancestors. They sang the old songs, their voices weaving a tapestry of history and hope that kept everyone's spirits high. Their wisdom and encouragement were the fuel that kept the fire of community burning. Everyone had a role to play. No task was too small, no contribution insignificant. The entire village moved as one, a symphony of collaborative effort, all orchestrated by the simple, hopeful idea of a little girl named Nina. As the afternoon sun began to dip below the snow-covered peaks, a transformation was taking place. The first lantern was lit, then another, and another. Soon, the entire village began to sparkle. The lights glowed from within the snowbanks, creating an ethereal, otherworldly luminescence. The fairy lights strung across the streets twinkled like captured stars, their reflection dancing on the pristine snow. The candle displays in every window cast a warm, inviting glow, turning each home into a miniature beacon. By evening, Glacierbrook was no longer a village buried in snow. It was a breathtaking sea of lights, more brilliant and more beautiful than ever before. The lights seemed to push back the cold, filling the air with a warmth that had nothing to do with temperature. Families emerged from their homes, their faces filled with awe and pride. They walked together through the glowing streets, their footsteps soft on the snow. The sound of carols, sung with more passion and joy than ever, filled the crisp night air. Neighbors shared warm treats and even warmer smiles, their earlier despair now a distant memory. The festival was alive. At the center of it all was Nina. She was given the honor of placing the final, largest lantern atop the grand pedestal in the village square. As she carefully set it in place, its powerful glow spread out, illuminating the entire square and casting a magical shimmer across the frozen river nearby. The light reflected off the ice, multiplying its beauty 1,000 times over, a perfect, shining centerpiece for their perfect, shining village. Standing there, bathed in the light they had all created together, the villagers of Glacierbrook realized something profound. The true magic of the Winter Festival of Lights wasn't just in the lanterns or the candles. It wasn't just about chasing away the winter darkness. The real magic was in the love they shared, the teamwork that had turned an impossible situation into a triumph, and the shared hope that had bound them together when they felt most isolated. It was the effort, the care, and the unity that made the festival truly shine. From that day forward, Glacierbrook's Winter Festival of Lights was celebrated not just as a symbol of winter's beauty, but as a powerful reminder of what a community can achieve when it works together. It became a living testament to the idea that even in the coldest, darkest of times, the light of human connection, hope, and togetherness can create the most beautiful magic of all. Thank you for watching, and remember to always look for the light, especially when you can create it together. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that warm the heart.